Have you heard about staking? Most people haven't. And those who have, they're still leaving money on the table. Lido first launched in December of 2020 and immediately marked a paradigm shift in staking mechanics. Now let's look behind the scenes at how the service is designed overall for an even better understanding of how it works. Lido's technical design prioritizes scalability, security, and interoperability. At its heart lies a set of smart contracts that automate staking, reward distribution, and the issuance of staking derivatives. These contracts are regularly audited to ensure robustness and minimize vulnerabilities. Lido's main design components are as follows. First and foremost, there's their staking derivatives. Tokens like STETH and STSOL are minted when users stake their assets. These tokens accrue staking rewards and can be redeemed for the underlying asset at any time. They have node operators that do the hard work by adding blocks to the blockchain. This is a decentralized network of validators that ensures security and reliability of staking operations. Lido's roadmap emphasizes further decentralization to further mitigate centralization risks over time. These design components exist across several blockchains. Lido's architecture supports seamless integration with multiple blockchains, enabling users to stake and utilize assets across diverse ecosystems. And finally, every part of their design emphasizes interoperability. Lido's derivatives are designed to integrate effortlessly with DeFi protocols, enhancing their utility and composability. So that's how it all works. Pretty simple when it's broken down, right? Glad you think so yourself. Let's move on to identifying their use cases and applications. In other words, what makes Lido's solution so valuable? Well, Lido's liquid staking model unlocks a wealth of opportunities for users and developers alike. By providing staking derivatives, Lido bridges the gap between passive income generation and active DeFi participation. The best of both worlds. The most compelling use cases Lido enables include staking tokens can be used in DeFi applications. Staking derivatives can be used as collateral for loans, liquidity in trading pools, or assets in yield farming strategies. This creates a virtuous cycle where staked assets contribute to broader economic activity. They allow simultaneous yield generation. Users can combine staking rewards with DeFi yields, maximizing their returns while retaining liquidity. Institutional staking becomes trivially easy. Lido's liquid staking solutions cater to institutional investors by offering secure, scalable, and liquid staking options. The complexity is delegated to Lido entirely. Lido's partnerships give even more utility to their staking tokens. They collaborate with leading DeFi platforms like Curve, Aave, and Uniswap to maximize staking token utility. Its plan? To see that Lido offers its users value by making possible things that users couldn't do otherwise. But with that said, how does Lido compare against competitors that offer similar value proposals and allow you to stake your crypto? Well, in my opinion, this is by far the best platform. And here's why. Lido's dominance in the liquid staking market is partly because of its first mover advantage, but it's also a testament to its innovative approach and execution. As the largest liquid staking provider for Ethereum, Lido has established itself as the go-to solution for users seeking efficient staking solutions. Here's a quick summary of Lido's main competitors. Rocket Pool is a decentralized staking platform offering ETH staking with a focus on node operator decentralization. While innovative, it lacks Lido's liquidity and multi-chain presence. In short, Rocket Pool is more decentralized, but not as valuable to use in DeFi. Stakewise is a newer competitor focusing specifically on ETH staking with a unique dual token model. However, its market share remains limited compared to Lido. It simply doesn't have the same cross-chain compatibility Lido offers. Finally, there's Anchor. Anchor provides staking solutions across multiple blockchains, but lacks the composability and DeFi integrations that define Lido's value proposition. In other words, available in many places, but not very useful for DeFi anywhere. Lido's competitors might outmatch Lido in one specific area, but make trade-offs on other fronts. Lido, on the other hand, scores highly in every area, enabling it to offer the best all-around value proposition. They're already working on making their product better to ensure they maintain their competitive edge. Let's have a quick glance at what they've got in the pipeline. Lido's roadmap reflects a commitment to decentralization, ecosystem growth, and user-centric innovation. Some of their key upcoming milestones include the expansion of node operator networks, the introduction of advanced staking derivatives, and the integration of new blockchains. Their current focus areas can be summarized as: first, continued decentralization of node operators to enhance security and resilience. They also want to keep expanding to add additional blockchains, increasing Lido's utility and user base. And they want to develop enhanced staking derivatives with improved functionality and composability. Now, just because a crypto project's useful, that doesn't necessarily mean their token is valuable. Does that apply to Lido as well? Well, let's see for ourselves. The LDO token is the native utility and governance token of the Lido DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization, which oversees the Lido Liquid Staking Protocol. It empowers holders to participate in decision-making, such as proposing and voting on protocol changes, fee structures, and treasury allocations. With a total supply of 1 billion tokens, approximately 896 million LDO tokens is currently in circulation. Allocations include the DAO treasury, early backers, developers, and community incentives, with a gradual release over time. In short, the LDO token is mainly a governance token. It doesn't offer any specific utility, so keep that in mind when assessing if you think LDO could be a good investment. One of the most important things to assess in a crypto project are the security risks that it could have. If you don't address these, your portfolio could be in big trouble, so listen closely. Security is paramount in Lido's design. The protocol's smart contracts undergo rigorous audits by leading firms, and its DAO-driven governance mitigates centralization risks. However, challenges like smart contract vulnerabilities and reliance on a relatively small number of node operators remain. Here are the key measures Lido's taking to tackle these issues. They're performing regular smart contract audits. They have a large amount of money set aside as insurance funds to cover potential losses from exploits. They continue to operate with DAO governance to mitigate centralization risks. We're almost at the end of our analysis, but one more thing that would be worth looking at is Lido's community and ecosystem. To be honest, Lido's community is the backbone of its success. The Lido DAO enables users to actively participate in governance, ensuring the protocol evolves in line with community needs. Even still, they continue to take action to accelerate ecosystem growth. These actions include partnerships with DeFi platforms like Aave and Curve to enhance the utility of staking derivatives, and developer grants fostering innovation and ecosystem expansion. Operating on decentralized governance is a strong way to build community, and Lido's definitely done that with success. Here's our take on all we've gone through so far. Lido's liquid staking solutions represent a transformative shift in blockchain economies. By addressing the illiquidity of traditional staking, Lido unlocks new layers of economic activity and positions itself as a cornerstone of the DeFi ecosystem. As Ethereum and other blockchains continue to adopt proof-of-stake mechanisms, Lido's relevance and utility will only grow. We like to grade every project we research across a few metrics. Let's see how Lido holds up. For utility and use case, we give Lido 9 out of 10. They offer high utility complete with broad DeFi integration. For adoption, also a 9 out of 10. Simply put, they dominate the liquid staking market and still boast strong user growth. On the revenue and fees side, we give them 8 out of 10. They generate consistent fees from staking rewards. It is an ongoing service model after all. On the tokenomics side, a 7 out of 10. It's clear what the token does and supply dynamics aren't bad at all. On the community and governance side, Lido gets another 8 out of 10. Their DAO governance is very active, and with that comes an engaged community. For security, Lido gets 7 out of 10. They have strong measures in place but face node centralization risks. Finally, against competitors, Lido gets an 8 out of 10. They maintain their leading position despite growing competition. That gives Lido a final grade of 8.14 out of 10, an excellent rating overall. And there you have it. That's your rundown on everything to do with Lido, so you can determine if it's a good staking service for you. Remember, staking is still a widely untapped opportunity, even going into 2025. It could be the very opportunity that allows you to multiply your bull market gains. Subscribe for more videos that'll help you simplify the complexity in crypto. Until next time, thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one.